Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing another installment on my WoW questing. Pretty much since I've done my last video, I did some dungeons to get a little more gold, and I went up and collected my pieces of medallion, I believe it was. And then this guy does offer me another quest called Gaffer Jacks. I came to Aberdeen because of the quiet. I want to invent my inventions where it's quiet, because after a night of drinking, I don't like all the noise of Ironforge. So I took a ship to Aberdeen and had a little too much to drink on the way. I dropped my box of Gaffer Jacks overboard. I need my Gaffer Jacks. I don't know exactly where I dropped them, but if you fish for them in the ocean, you might get lucky. So he wants to fish me, or fish up his tools, basically. And then I did have a few quests to turn in. The red crystal. So the crystal exists, Lunacy. Fascinating. Anyway, your task has been well executed. Good work. What exactly is this crystal? This is but a single question in a sea of questions. Another question that comes to mind is why the moonkin would be drawn to the object. Is this crystal benign in nature, or does it hold a more sinister purpose? I have many more questions, but we're going to examine that crystal closely to get some answers. As water cascades, use this empty vial and fill up on some moonwell water here in Aberdeen. Such potent magic should provide a clue as to the composition of the crystal. To do that, you'll pour the liquid over the crystal. It should take care of the rest. While I don't anticipate anything bad happening to you, I still want you to be careful. Above us, to the east, is Fellwood. If that crystal is tied to that place, as I suspect it is, then it could prove to be very dangerous. Interesting. I am going to fill the vial right away, since the well is right next to me. Let's see, over here. Tools of the Highborn. If only the tools of their undoing could have been destroyed in the cataclysm that destroyed our world. Nonetheless, we must do what we can to ensure that the horrors of our past are not repeated in the future. Though it is surely a figment of my imagination, I feel as though I can almost feel the taint of the foul highborn magic upon them. I will have these destroyed, so that their long dormant evil might never be released again. And just outside here, deep ocean, vast sea. So this is what I went and picked up out of the water off camera. The captains of those ships were good night elves, and they deserve a better fate than they were given. Perhaps tending to their personal effects will be the best way to put their spirits to rest. You've done us here in Aberdeen a great service, lass. We'll make sure that their effects are properly taken care of. As for you, please have this. It is the least I could do for someone with the bravery to set things right. And then I think over here is the rabid bear quest turn in. Cleansing of the infected. You've done Aberdeen a great service, Lunacy, but your task is not yet complete. Return to me at once you have rested. And Lunacy, prepare your mind and soul for more bloodshed. Delightful. Tharnanian's hope. The survival of our people and lands comes at unfortunate costs, Lunacy. You have spilled the blood of nature's servants. Many sick animals you have felled. The people of Aberdeen are indebted to you, for the forest's pain is eased, even if only for a moment. I have one final task for you, but be warned, you will have to kill again. It is my hope that this will be the last time I call upon you, Lunacy. In a cave to the northeast, near Bashal Aran, resides the Den Mother. Slay her. To put it bluntly, how big a threat? Wash the blood from your garments, Lunacy, and do not mourn what you had to do. Instead, give thanks. You have lessened the threat to our people here in Aberdeen, even if Darkshore is still in jeopardy from the effects of Thelmas. A lost master. Lunacy, your skills have already helped me in my endeavor. He said, what was that? It sounded like a roar. Grimclaw roars at Tiresias to get his attention. Grimclaw, easy there, my friend. What is your master Volcor? Grimclaw gives you a moan and roars at Tiresias while stomping his paws at the ground. He casts a spell. There, that should help. Now tell me what happened, Grimclaw. Grimclaw roars at Tiresias more, but this time the druid seems to understand the bear. I understand, my friend. I shall find someone to help your master. Go back to him now, or at least stay close. Grimclaw roars in acknowledgement. If you have time, Grimclaw and his master Volcor could use your help if you're interested. Speak with me further. And that's what he's going to give me now. Lunacy, your skills have already helped me in my endeavor. Could I impose on you again to help Grimclaw and his master Volcor? In addition, I can craft you a magical cloak that will allow you to walk unhindered by Darkshore's creatures while you look for him. To create the cloak, I will need 5 fine Moonstalker pelts from a Moonstalker sire or matriarch to have enough material. The cats can be found near Wildbend River to the south, or even farther south near Ashenvale. So he wants me to fish more. There is that buzz box. I think that's what I'm going to go turn in. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go turn in the red crystal first. I'm hoping I can find some more Briarthorn and Mage Royal. Like that. Because I do need those two things for alchemy. The crystal looks very alien against the wooded scenery of Darkshore. You think you hear a very slight humming coming from deep within it. You have made it once more to the mysterious crystal. Removing the stopper on the tube of the moonwell water, you gingerly pour the contents out over the top of the crystal. As the water cascades down its lattices, you see the opaque surface turn transparent. The fragments within. The moonwell water has revealed that embedded inside the crystal are a few small fragments of bone, as well as half of a jawbone. The jawbone appears to be from a humanoid, but it is unclear without breaking open the crystal, a feat that even the strongest of magic would find near impossible. With the task at hand complete, all that remains is to report back to Sentinel Glinda Nalshier in Aberdeen. Um, Maybe I'll just make my way north through the woods. I was really hoping that that was the type of moonstalker I needed, but then I realized that that moonstalker is down to the south. Oh, bruiseweed. I will be taking that. Just looking for this cave. I don't think this is the way. No. If I remember, there should be a trail that leads to it. It might just be over here. Those are just normal moonstalkers. Is that it? I think I see it. I think I just didn't go quite far enough. There we go. And that one is just in a different cave, slightly north of here. That one I almost passed right up. Or maybe I didn't? Is that the same cave? Nope. Wow, I got that other one by mistake then. I saw a darker pattern of a tree and thought it was the side of the cave. Some nice waterfall sounds. I don't think the software is picking it up though. I think it's the 5 mushrooms and someone I have to kill over here, I think. But that druid that I saw on the way in might have killed it recently. So, I wonder if, while I wait for that, I can go down here and get some more mushrooms. I think it's just one more I need. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna show me a death cap. So it's a special mushroom. Oh wait, no, everything's down there. A nice battered chest. Since I hit level 40, I got my, it's called a boomkin form. It gives me 5 more spell crit chance, and then a bunch of other stuff like increased armor, damage reduction while stunned, and I get more mana. Okay, I was like, where is the special mushroom? There's a bunch of them around these guys. I definitely like it a lot better now that I've leveled up quite a bit. It's not quite so tedious to go and actually do the quest objectives. I was hoping that I could sneak by him without me noticing, or without him noticing me. What is this person doing? Maybe they are enjoying the sound of the waterfall. Isn't this the same quest? And just as a heads up, I do notice those, but it's the same one down here. I would much rather farm it down south instead of in that little cave, because there are a lot more mobs that drop that quest down there than in the cave we were just in. Basically, in the cave that we were just in, it was the 2 humanoids that weren't the Naga. Those were the only ones really that would drop that in that quest, whereas there is a pit down here with tons of those Twilight cultists for me to try and farm it up on. Let's see what we have here. This is like the Tower of Althalax. Alyssa sent you? Then it is good tidings you bring. I have troubling news to report to her, and had no means with which to deliver it. A group of warlocks has taken up residence around and inside the tower. I would have returned to Aberdeen to report to Alyssa earlier, but I was afraid that I might miss something while I was away. Delgrin suspected such a company might be gathering at the tower, but did not know why. A few scraps of parchment that the warlocks carry have found their way to my hands, but I need more to complete the puzzle. I warn you not to venture into the tower, however. The warlocks there are much more powerful. He is not lying about that. I can't remember if it was classic. I don't think it was hardcore. I ventured into that tower, or I almost did, and saw how much higher level they were. But since I've leveled up, it's definitely not a problem. This is a good source for wool as well, which I do need to help my first aid. And then there's a random demon just hanging out with them. It's a little weird. He wasn't with anybody, he was just by himself. Sorry for the background noise. I'm hoping my filter is taking most of it out. Have you found any more of their scrolls? I should be able to piece together a larger picture of the cult if you can find them. Many thanks, Lunacy. This should shed some light on this warlock's gathering. The cult of the Dark Strand. I have never heard of this group before. Having no knowledge of their history, it is all but impossible to say what their plans must be. There is no more time to delay. Warning must be delivered to Delgrin immediately. My master Delgrin the Purifier is a paladin who has graciously offered his assistance in defending our forests from the forces of the demons and undead. He has taught me much about the holy light and the art of battle. Delgrin must know of the cult's operations immediately. You will find him far south of here at Maestra's Post in Ashenvale Forest. Be swift. I fear the Dark Strand's threat grows with each passing hour. And unfortunately, I'm going to cut this video short. I do plan on recording and releasing another one very soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.